What's going on, people? Welcome back. We are Curated Clinical. I'm Marcus.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Allison. Let's get into it.
Awesome. I like that a lot.
Okay. Do
Now
we
your
want to?
go.
I think we want to talk about like where we break down the science and talk about health.
Okay, so how about we break that up? Like, I could be like, hey, everybody, and then you, because I'm not going to remember none of that.
But so I thought we were gonna just do like a 5-minute quick life update. And then
No,
go
but
to
she
science.
wants to do, you're talking about just an intro into so we'll use this intro like just for like everyone.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey everyone, we are Curated Clinical, where we break down the science and give you real talk about health and research. I'm Allison.
I'm Alex.
I'm Marcus.
Let's get into it.
So now you would do the same thing, and then I'll
All right. So what did you say? So we break down.
I
I know. I was like,
what?
she's so good at it. Okay. All right, ready? Welcome back, guys. This is Curated Clinical, where we break down the science of clinical trials and bring it to you in a digestible way. I'm Alex.
I'm Allison.
I'm Marcus.
Let's get into it.
Okay, good, because then we can use those just like for different introductions. All right. Okay, so you do the check-in.
I'll do the check-in. All right, y'all. Before we get into the science and to the facts, the crux of why we're here, let's do a quick life update. Marcus, what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? A lot. I feel like the months of February and March, a little bit of April was a little bit challenging.
Was it kicking your butt?
It was kicking my ass. Can we cuss? It was.
I think we could cuss.
It was.
I'm on board for cussing. Let's vote for cussing.
Sorry.
All right, it was kicking my behind.
Backside.
But you know what? I feel like, and so like this is good. Like I'm in community. I don't see Allison as much anymore. But so it's just good to be back. I'm starting to work out again, which was great because I had pretty much stopped, and that was great. So no, I'm in a much better space.
What is it? Quarter 2, quarter 3.
Quarter 2.
This is quarter 2.
We're at quarter 2.
Yeah, so I'm in a much better space.
That's
So
awesome.
So you started working out, and that made you get into a better space.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the chicken and the egg thing. It's you work out and you feel better, or you don't work out and you don't. But like, which one comes first? Because if I'm not in a good space, it's like then I don't feel like working out, so they just like compounds.
It's like a.
So no, I'm good. I feel good.
Turning the corner.
Eating good.
All right, we're gonna eat good too. Allison, what's going on with you?
I think that I am in a much better headspace as well. I think the beginning of 2024 was hard for me because I had my parents. I actually spent the first couple of months in Texas with my parents, and my mom is recovering from a stem cell transplant, so we can talk about that in another episode.
Yes.
And the benefits and challenges of that. But she's doing much better now, and so that actually has relieved.
Shout out Vicky.
Mama Vicky.
Mama Vicky.
We actually call her Mama Nita. We call her Mama Nita.
Oh yeah, you got the privilege of saying Mama Nita, right?
I didn't get that privilege.
Okay.
I've never called. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Okay.
Like
well,
that.
her middle name is Anita. So Mama Nita. So anyway, yeah, she's doing much better, and I felt like, okay, y'all are good. You're eating relatively healthy. We're gonna talk about that today. Eating healthy, but so they're getting better in their eating, and I felt like I could leave. I felt like I was
leave your parents. Okay, y'all are in good hands.
Parenting the parents.
Parenting.
That's a real thing.
Yes, it is.
That life transition.
Yeah.
We're getting older, and so are they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm feeling much better now. Now I can focus on myself and my eating and my exercise, which I may not be quite where you are, but I'm getting there.
It's a journey.
It is a
journey.
As a runner, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry. Okay. Well, what's going on with me? Q1 hasn't been horrible. I have a son who's on the spectrum, so learning every month is like a new surprise. It's like a new grab bag of just like, what do I need to manage this month? But it's been good. He has a beautiful village, and we're working at it's like one. It's not even like one day at a time. It's like one like hour at a time, and getting that and looking into. I'm sure we'll get into some episodes looking into some like alternative treatments and things like that for him. But it's working out. I think we're about to turn a corner. I'm super excited. We got a neurology appointment next week.
Okay.
So, seeing what that provider provides to him. He has a whole bunch of other doctors, but we haven't done neurology yet. So, seeing what's that's gonna look like. I also two-strand twisted his locks, and they looked so good.
You did it?
I did it.
Small win.
It's a
That is
small
a
win. Because I started his locks, and then I cried because I was like, I'm ruining his hair. I'm not doing this right. And then, like, to speak on our community, we had the salon that my husband goes to. They opened up the shop for us on Mondays when they're closed to do his hair. So nobody's there. It's the evening.
So it's like not like overstimulated.
Not overstimulated. It's literally just us and the.
That's community, man.
Yeah,
it's community.
Yeah, it made me want to cry. But she let me. So it's also like a tutorial she was teaching me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me just go ahead and do it, because the last time he ripped it out, and I was like, that's expensive. That's expensive 8-hour hairstyle you just had. So I did it myself. And he had his iPad. It took us an hour and a half, and it looked good. At first, I was getting nervous. I was like, I don't know how to do this shit. I'm going to give up. But, sorry. No question.
So, you know what I'm going to do.
You going to bleep it out?
That might be cool, though.
That'd be good. But, so, yeah. But, no, that worked out. I also have to say my daughter's name, Skylar. Skylar. She wants us to become famous.
Yes.
And to get brand ambassadors and sponsors. Bubble face wash, if you hear this. There is a fresh 10-year-old in Durham, North Carolina that wants all of your products and would like you to sponsor us so that we could be brand ambassadors for Bubble, and we talk about all the wonderful things that your stuff does for 10-year-olds.
Come through, Bubble.
I
don't know what you
are. I have
but
no
come
idea what Bubble is.
No idea.
But the 10-year-old girlies are into Sephora. So
does it smell like bubble gum?
I don't know. I'm gonna take her to Ulta today.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't currently have it?
No, she doesn't.
She's just
currently
seen
have
the
it.
marketing.
Just the marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing for
Wow.
Bubble, and the children are talking. You know.
Okay, yeah.
So we're, I think our life updates are actually relevant to the topic that we're going to talk about today.
That was really good.
Which
Teamwork.
is food and nutrition and misinformation about that and how it impacts our health. So, Marcus, I think you're probably, I feel like we're all kind of foodies.
Yes.
But I feel like you were the first. Because you're a vegetarian before any of us were.
God.
Like, how did you get into nutrition?
I never understood that. Your food looked disgusting.
What?
It was like your chickpea things from Trader Joe's that were like microwave. I was like,
are you serious?
I'm sorry.
Never looked
disgusting. Sorry. This is
So,
real problematic discussion.
it is, but not really. Nah, so I became a vegetarian. I wouldn't even call myself a vegetarian back then, but like in 2010. But it was before like everything had come out like it is now. So I had to start learning how to cook better, and make these meals that were, like, we use the terminology plant-based now. And it just kind of happened on a whim. I was a contractor and was eating a lot of fast food, decided to cut out fast food for like 2 weeks, and then was like, oh, I'm just not going to eat meat for 2 weeks. And that turned into years.
I love how you just accidentally get into things.
I feel like people always think there's a purpose, but for real, like, I just be like, you know what? I need to do this. And then that's just it.
But you lost a bunch of weight from it, too,
You did.
right?
Well, see, that's the thing. I lost the weight prior. I lost more weight, but yeah, I lost weight prior, which is also, I think, portion sizes, right? I think when I got out of college, so I lost some weight in college my last year, and then when I got out of college, I lost even more, but it's because I was trying to save money. So it's like I would go out to eat, and I would eat like, I was broke. So I would eat like half of the meal, and then save the other half for lunch the next day. And so, like, it wasn't that I was eating better. I think I was just eating smaller portions.
You probably just eating the appropriate portions.
I was eating the appropriate. Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. It's like I was eating the appropriate portions, but it was like it wasn't healthier. Right. It was because I might be at like Ruby Tuesdays or Fridays or something. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna eat half of this, and literally I would ask for a takeout box so I could put the other half in the takeout box.
So that actually makes me think about intermittent fasting and. You know, the fact that, like, they talk about how you see health benefits of people who do intermittent fasting, and it's not necessarily because they're eating anything different, but because they're eating less of what they had been eating before.
And it's a time period, right? Also. Yeah.
But so, you know, I guess I started to eat more plant-based actually when my parents started to have health issues. I knew that vegetables and fruits were important for you, but my mom's cardiologist prescribed a book to her. Instead of it just being take this medicine, etc. My parents had been taking cholesterol pills to control their cholesterol, and the way that we even figured out that my mom had a liver issue was that her cholesterol pills were not working anymore. They just stopped working, and her cholesterol was like through the roof. And so it was impacting her heart, it was impacting her kidneys, etc. And so the doctor, the cardiologist, and then the kidney doctor, they were all trying to work together, and then they got a hepatologist, which is a liver doctor, together. And the heart doctor said, read this book. It's by Dr. Richard Greger, and he talks about how not to die. And I was like, "Woo!"
Is that the title of the book?
That is the title. How
link
not
that
to
into
die.
description.
Yeah.
But so he prescribed it to her. She, I think, read the chapters that she wanted to read, but I read the whole book, and it's like 500-page book. I listened to the audiobook, so audiobooks are a lot easier to digest. But he also has a website called Nutrition Facts, and it's all research-based. It's all based on clinical trials and talking about different foods and how they have an impact on your body. And he kept going back to the fact that a plant-based diet was the best diet for you because you could actually treat a lot of your health conditions through the food that you eat. And so food as medicine. And talking about how a lot of the drugs that we use, you know, may be just as effective or less effective or have other side effects that foods could do at the same time or better. So that's kind of how I got into it. And then he has this other book, How Not to Diet, because, you know, I don't really have health problems, but I have a weight problem, right? And I've always struggled with my weight. I've exercised. I feel like I eat pretty healthy, but learning how to really balance the food in a way that's like high fiber, high protein, low fat, and plant-based. But plant-based doesn't mean that you don't eat meat. It just means you eat it sparingly. And because you still need meat for B12. B12 vitamin is something you can't get from any type of fish or any other kind of plants. You have to get it from animal protein. So that's why they say plant-based and not vegetarian or vegan.
Gotcha.
But
where like the base, the foundation is
right.
The plants.
Yeah, and limiting dairy as well because that's an animal fat versus, you know, other plant-based. So that was how I got into it.
Well, if you guys are waiting for me to say that I got into a plant-based diet,
I didn't.
I didn't. I still like my chicken, and I eat my chicken wings, and I do that. But what I have done, I don't know if this is I'm gonna mention it just a tinge, and then we can do it in a different episode. I started on Wegovy about a year ago, and what that does is slows down your digestion. And it does this amazing thing, too, that takes away the food noise, where you're like, you wake up like, oh, my God, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that, I'm going to do it. It takes away kind of like the craving. for stuff. And in some studies, they found that it takes away the craving for some drug use, like narcotics and alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the beginning when I first started, I had no taste craving for, and I don't drink like that anyways, but when it was presented to me, it was like, it wasn't just like a mindless, like, oh yeah, I'll take a drink of this. It was almost like I would rather drink water than take this drink that you offer. Yeah, because you know my husband more. He'll be like 1:30. It's like, would you like whiskey?
So 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I'm more of a social drinker.
Yeah, I'm more of a social drinker and like pretty, sugary drinks. But I was totally, and even coffee. It took me away from coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a coffee head.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, and I still haven't even gotten all the way around to coffee.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, I think it was like empty calories. It was just too much because it slows down your digestion, so you don't have a lot of room for an abundance of food. So what it has forced me to learn was those the moderations, making smaller meals. So I was naturally in a caloric deficit diet, and I got to, from doing it for a year, I've lost about like 60, 65 pounds. I know, it's crazy, right? Don't look at me. They're like, I didn't know you were fat, girl.
It's not even that. It's just like 60 pounds?
Yeah, 60.
Because if you told me a year ago that you wanted to lose 60 pounds, I'd be like, you would not exist.
No.
60 pounds?
60 pounds.
Well, so I tried it.
You did try it.
I tried the generic version.
Did you do the
semaglutide?
Yeah, was it a compound?
Semaglutide. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
We're gonna mispronounce a lot of things here, y'all. Just know that, and that's okay.
But I tried it for 2 months and got very, very sick, and I did lose weight because I was throwing up all my food every day and uncontrollably, and then had to take off work a lot. And it was like and I knew the second that I ate too much.
Yes.
Because then I was like,
if you eat too much,
my stomach feels queasy. I'm about to throw up in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I knew it exactly.
That is one of the side effects. Like if you overeat and you don't necessarily know where that threshold is, it's like violent vomiting and stuff. But Allison was very unique in that, like, she was every day. For me, it would be like the first 8 hours that I would take the shot, I would start getting a little nauseous and a little queasy and a little constipated because they're slowing down your digestion and stuff like that. And then after that, it'll be cool. And then you would just have to monitor your food. Like, it doesn't stop you from eating, like, the horrible stuff. Like, I can still eat a biscuit.
Right.
But I won't be able to eat anything else, so I don't get any of my nutrients anywhere else. So, like it doesn't stop me from eating the horrible things, but it stops me from eating so much of the horrible things.
So, did you stop eating processed food, excuse me?
No, ma'am.
You've been eating all the things.
I've been eating all the things. So now, and because now I'm forced to get off of it because North Carolina State insurance is no longer covering it. It's a very expensive shot. I think it's for the box. It's like $1,700.
Oh wow!
Per shot?
Per box, and the box comes with 4.
Okay. And how often do you have to get the shot?
Once a week. So that's $1,700 per month, and the copayment was only $30, but there was such an increase of everybody getting on it, and the state was we can't sustain this. This is too much. So instead of kind of like cut like the price from the pharmaceutical coming down, and people kind of like coming to like an agreement to like, okay, we're just gonna pay more for it. We're not covering it at all.
When does that happen?
It already happened April 1st. So I've been kind of weaning myself down on it. Instead of taking it every week, I'm taking it like every 14 days now.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're going to need to change your eating habits because once you get off of that, everything is going to...
So I've changed, but I haven't explored non-processed what was the term in that article?
Ultra-processed?
Ultra-processed, which I've never heard
I still
in my
don't
life.
know what ultra-processed is. Because a lot of the stuff we have here is processed foods. Like, even if we talk about the alternative meats, right? It's still processed. Like, at first when they came out, because I was a vegetarian for so long, it was like, oh God, we get something that's like close to meat.
Impossible Burger at
the
Burger King?
Impossible Burger going
Did
to
you
Burger
eat
King.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do
No,
you
I-
mean? Did I eat it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did too. Yeah.
And that Impossible Burger
It
tasted
tastes
probably just as good as the regular Whopper.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Y'all are really brave to not think that they're not cooking that Impossible Burger on this.
I'm pretty sure that they are.
Oh, they
But
are.
I'm not. Yes, but the
Yeah.
burger was still top notch, right? And for somebody who hadn't really been to fast food restaurants in a long time,
Right.
yeah, that was just like, I can go get a burger for it now. It was more expensive than a Whopper, which I feel like everything is always more expensive. But like, it was more expensive, but it was worth it. Every time I bit into, I was like, yeah, this is good. This is what a Whopper,
But it's
tastes
price.
So it's not that like foods are, there are a lot of foods that are processed foods,
Yeah.
right? So processed meaning it's different from how it grows out of the ground. Like
Olive oil. We were talking about like when it's pressed, the cold press, it's processed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like if you put fruit into a smoothie, that's processing
Yeah.
the fruit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if
Yeah.
you turn it into a juice,
Oh yeah,
then
because it
that's-
takes out some of the fiber
Some of the-
when you
Yep.
not some, all of the fiber.
it takes out all of the fiber. So a lot of people think that juicing is healthy. It's not unhealthy per se, but I would put it in the yellow category because it takes out the fiber.
Because you need fiber. You need fiber to feel full, so you can juice
Yeah.
all day, but you're still starving.
You know what I heard though, real quick, is is that you take I've never juiced before, but you take the pulp,
Yeah.
and people will, and I saw this on TikTok, people use like the pulp for other things, like they might put it in something else because it does have the fiber. So the fiber, when you're juicing, the stuff that's left over from the juice, you can use it for other
What would
things.
you use it for?
I don't know. I just remember seeing people talk about that because
I imagine without the liquid, it's hard to eat.
but it was
It's mushy.
they were putting it into something else though. It wasn't like they were eating it by itself. It was
okay.
a part of something, or they
Probably
made
put it like in some oatmeal.
or they made it like they put it in oatmeal, or they made it like a treat in and of itself. Like
okay.
you know what I'm saying? So they might cook it and like cut it up as like
Yeah, so it's
grains
not
or something like
necessarily processed food just by itself. It's
Yeah.
bad, but the challenge is like ultra processed food. And one of the articles that we read talked about, well, ultra processed food is not necessarily that bad for you because you get other nutrients from it. And I find problem with that because as a PhD and
Dr. Allison Mathews.
but I've taught a global public health class, and it talks about, you actually look at the trends of our health in the United States and in industrialized countries where we are eating more processed food, and our obesity rates go up, our heart disease, cancer, all of those rates are going up. Depression also are going up because we are not getting the proper fiber in our diet, the proper protein, and the proper vitamins from the actual source of the food, from the plant, rather than adding in all of this supplemental stuff. So ultra processed foods, like I think a perfect example is flour. White flour. It comes from a wheat plant, right? But then they're like grinding it up, and so then you're kind of breaking down the protein, and it's refined. They're bleaching it because that people want everything to be white.
pause.
White supremacy. So they want everything to be white because they think that brown is bad. And then they're when you're bleaching it, you're actually stripping out the nutrients. And then what they do is they go and add a bunch of stuff back in and say, look, it's rich in iron, and whatever other nutrients.
But you've removed all that stuff, and then you're putting it. So is it it's a filler or a chemical version of? Is it a chemical or a filler version of the real iron that they're taking out?
Yeah, it's like when you take vitamins and it's a supplement, but you could your body actually is better to absorb the vitamins from the actual food rather than from a supplement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you take vitamin D supplement, a vitamin, The pill, you oftentimes are
It's waste.
urinating
You're
it out.
urinating it out. Yeah, especially, and that's what I'm finding out. If you're not taking it properly, like, because I think there's this thing about fat soluble. So like you need to take certain medications or whatever with the fat soluble thing. So you might need to eat an avocado or some peanut butter when you're taking vitamin D3.
Right.
Well, if you don't know that because you just been told to take vitamin D3,
right.
I'm just taking vitamin D.
And you also need to take it with K2, vitamin K2.
That's what I found out.
Vitamin D3 and K2 together because the K2 helps you absorb the vitamin D3. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we've all been doing a lot of education for ourselves to try to, like, know how to improve our diets and our nutrition. And so, the key takeaways are eat whole foods. If you don't have the option or the opportunity to eat or the time to eat a completely whole food, or if it just tastes nasty to you, then eat as minimally processed food as possible.
Yeah.
So
deli meat, sausage, bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's watch out for things like nitrates and sulfates. Because those are toxic.
What foods have that?
Bacon and all the things that you just
mentioned. So I did read somewhere where, and I would never thought, but like, deli meat. I didn't realize that it was. Yeah, I know. But I guess it's just the different parts of that animal.
No, they're adding in things to make it preserve.
For shelf life and different stuff like that.
Sandwiches and healthy wraps and things like that. Jimmy John's.
Yeah, and then like even in wines, they have sulfites in the wine.
Yeah, and they add things in tequila. Yeah, they're adding things.
I did hear about tequila recently.
It's not actually coming from the agave plant. It's coming from other stuff.
Yeah, so that's why we feel hangovers and things like that.
But if you go to
Mexico,
then you won't.
She has a Mexican mother. If y'all didn't pick up on that.
But seriously, if you go to Mexico, you don't get the hangover. And what was so crazy is I was just in Mexico in December, and we were like at a resort. We were drinking, and I had a ton of tequila, and I never felt like, I was like, what's going on? I thought it was the tequila. Like, I thought that they just weren't pouring, they weren't pouring heavy. But I never got a hangover. I never felt bad. Like, I felt good, but that's it, you know? Which I thought was
so I mean, they talk about organic wine. Also, you actually don't get hangovers from it.
There's actually vegan wine?
Yeah, vegan wine, organic wine.
I was just like, what's in here? That's not... like vegan, like it's
right. So you would think wine comes from grapes. It should already be vegan, right? Like, what are you putting in it that makes it not
why
vegan?
It's not vegan. We're gonna have to look that one up and get back to you on that.
I saw vegan wine. So anything I see vegan is like, so wait, whoa. Why has it not been vegan? Like, I thought this was.
So it must be something in the processing of those grapes, and that makes it not be. So there must be some kind of animal product.
That
or something, that's been added into wines.
Yeah. Well, I think we have a bigger and deeper conversation about the information that is given to us when it's talking about food and processed food and what is good and stuff for us. So this is not our last conversation on this, y'all. I think we have a lot. I think we have a lot more to cover.
So, stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to Curated Clinical on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And join our listserv because we're going to be sending out articles and breaking down all of this information in really easy to understand ways.
Question: how do you join the listserv? Like, where do I? I wanted that to be a part of the
I have no idea.
Shit, man! I thought I was like, yeah. So let's do this.
I think we have a wonderful breaking point. That's hilarious.
Damn, I thought we had one. That's why I was like, go ask, like, how did the people join? Like, Alice was like, bitch, I don't know.
Go to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Bruh.
You can go to our website that we don't have yet.
My bad.
Go to curatedclinical.com.
It's there, we promise.
Look, we appreciate appreciate that y'all are growing with us. We have discovered this heart thing. And
It's not
we
working.
can't
Is it
stop.
not working?
All right.
There goes.
You seen how the young kids do the heart shape now? There's a different way to do heart shapes. It's like
That looks like a blood sign.
I was about to say it looks like a gang sign.
yeah, they do. Wait, is it? Oh, this
No.
is this is this.
I'm good.
And then if
I
they
wouldn't-
want to do like a heart, they do like just this. Be like, I heart you, and it's just like a half a heart.
Hell no.
It's a way to flick people off.
I would not
That's really what that is.
go into the wrong neighborhood.
Right.
Oh, this is a heart.
But
People
did I
gonna be
tell you
saying
one time
hearts
I
over
almost
you, Mike.
died in New York subway station because
You
I
said
was
what?
turning 22, and they were like, "Yeah, deuce 22." Someone was like, "You throwing up signs?" I laughed because I was like, "This is stupid." And my friend was like, "No, bro, we good, we're not doing nothing." I was like, "Oh, we almost died."
And you were excited about
And
it.
I was just doing the peace sign.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Different hoods have different.
Yeah, different.
You know,
different hand
I learned
signals.
that in high school,
Wow.
middle school. Yeah, no.
So, okay.
I think we got a good ending spot.
Do
can
we
Yeah.
need to do we need to redo the how can people join our listserv? Let's come up with an answer real quick because I don't have an answer right.
Well, no. I
No.
think there was a clean
There was
break.
a clean break.
But I just wanted to. I thought we already had one, so that's why I was like, "Oh, well, how can people?" I thought there was
Well,
like an actual like
I think
email
when
us
they
here
go
or
to
whatever.
the social media, we'll have a link in our bio.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
For them, we don't have a URL yet. Well, actually, I did
Well, I
buy.
thought you-
I bought the URL. Okay, let me say that. All right, so ask it again. I'll just cut it up.
Question:
How
can you?
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, how can the community join Curated Clinical?
So you can go to curatedclinical.com.